Well, this is home broadcasting, mixing sound in my domestic environment. And this is the setup. I'll start off with where the sound comes in. It comes in down via a domestic internet socket here. It goes into
about 5 second full I have.
These boxes here, which effectively firewalled modems into a virtual private network. Above it is a talkback frame which comes off that switch. Well. Somebody's talking on it at the moment. They're we're just in the preparations phase for doing some recordings. And these are the various sources.
You've got pretty long, like they're about a minute each.
And pressing any one of those keys enables me to talk to anybody at the site where the pictures are all coming in, which is at Ealing Studio. So this is the software which connects the Dante network in my room here to Ealing Studio. This is all the incoming outside sources, and there are actually 15 of them on there. And overall there are 31 feeds into me, broadcast feeds, and going out I'm sending obviously my transmission and some pre-hears and some listens and some VTR feeds, all sorts of things, but basically there's 35 things coming out. So there's 31 in, 35 going back out. That goes into a Dante network, and the Dante network connects to this, which is a DiGiCo S21 desk. You can see there's various, these are the various channels. There's all those OSs we saw, and that's on the other side of the desk. And you can see there's a good old-fashioned piece of white tape there, because as I change screens, this desk has multiple screens. I can, it gives me an anchor, I know where things are, but the multiple screens and the multiple layers do various things for the production. So the program comes in on a fader here, and it gets routed to some group buses which are under here. There we go, and then they go to the transmission master, which is there, and that's how it leaves me. It goes down what's called a Comrex unit, which is also part of that same Unity. It's a backup against the Unity. I have all those incoming pictures which are displayed on a multi-viewer, and I listen on some Harbeth small bookshelf size speakers either side of the desk, and also I have a large setup with some much better, or not much better, but much larger Harbeth speakers and a large screen which has the same multi-viewer, so I can go down and do some check monitoring on some proper big speakers if I need to. I've also got some analysis for the loudness and the levels. This is the amplifier which is driving the small Harbeth E3s. I have a phase chaser which is dealing with incoming VTs, and here is a Dante CEDA noise reduction unit, which is processing the incoming OSs to get rid of people's domestic fridge noise and things on the remote sites. There is a spot-on machine here which plays back sound effects and music during the course of the show. So it's a touchscreen screen. If I press any one of those buttons, it fires some audio. And then over here, I've got Boom Recorder, which is recording my output as a backup against if there's a loss of signal going to Ealing Studios. There is a local record here, which is part of the job. So, there's also a RedNet monitoring, which is what I use to check the outgoing feed from here into the Dante network, and that's what feeds the Audio Lab amplifier, which feeds the Harbeth speakers. So there we are, that's the home broadcasting setup.